If the sight of holiday foods absolutely scares you, people, it is time to rewire your brain. And it all starts with a thought. So let's pause for a moment and consider the thoughts that we have when we are thinking about eating holiday candy, pumpkin pie, sweet potato pie, whatever it is. What are your thoughts when you're looking at that food? And your thoughts, people, are extremely, very powerful. They have the ability to drive your behaviors and your outcomes. They fuel a cycle called TFAR, again coined by Dr. Michelle May. Your thoughts that lead to your feelings lead to your actions lead to your results, and your result will reinforce your initial thoughts and beliefs, which will drive your habits. Therefore, make yourself believe something because of an initial thought. Through that cycle. Let's go to the feeling, right? Because again, this is a cycle. So here we are. When you're looking at this holiday candy, how does that make you feel? You feel weak. You feel deprived. You feel like discouraged. How do you act when you have those feelings? Start avoiding the candy. You know what? I'm just going to avoid it. Because I know that if I have it, I just can't have one. I'm just going to continue eating it. So you start by avoiding it or having a substitute to it. And then slowly time wears on and you keep thinking about it and you really want it. And it's like, oh, the craving and the deprivation and the hunger and all of it collide. And then, you just succumb to it and you say, you know what? I'm just going to have one piece. So delicious. It's awesome. You haven't had it. So you decide to have another. And then you have another and then you have another. And then you begin to worry. Once I eat candy, I won't be able to stop eating it. And so you don't. So then you continue eating it and then you feel awful. And then you have just reinforced that initial thought that you can't stop eating candy if you start. Do you see how that cycle fuels itself and then you actually believe that initial thought by your feelings, your actions, and the results? And then if this is done over time, over and over again, it becomes habit. And then you don't even realize it's actually happening. People tend to react and they try to fix the actions and the results. Oh, I started eating all this candy, too much candy, and the result is I overate, I feel awful, I gained weight. Okay? So people want to change that. And what I'm saying is, you're doing it backwards, people. Let's take a look at the thoughts and beliefs that started this pattern in the first place. How does mindfulness help change habits? Mindfulness, all right, is the awareness of what is happening in the present moment right now, including awareness of your thoughts. This is not something that comes easy for most folks. And people that have it down don't even think about it anymore. Taking the time and taking the pause to create that space between your feelings and your actions, you start to increase the awareness of your thoughts. You can begin to break habitual chain reaction of your thoughts that trigger your feelings, that trigger your actions, that trigger your results. People are very impatient. People want a quick fix. And in order to have long-lasting change, we're going to try to rewire your brain. So what we want to do is we want to replace that old thought of once I start eating candy, I just can't stop, with in the past, due to restriction and deprivation, I couldn't stop eating all this candy. But now I eat what I love and candy doesn't have power over me. And once you've created that new thought and you repeat it and repeat it, it's like insulating a new wire and it becomes a habit with repetition. First, you have to become aware of the thought. Because if you're just dealing with the action and the results, you're being reactive. Putting a Band-Aid without actually solving the problem. If you start working up here and stop reacting and start looking at the root of what's going on, the feelings that are around the food, the emotions, the triggers, okay, and not looking at the actions and results, that's when you'll be successful. Again, it all starts with a thought. Food for thought. I challenge you all to do this. I would love for you to try this in your daily practice. See if it works. Once you've got it down, you are so good to go. I hope you enjoy your family, your friends. Always enjoy your food and make peace with it. Until next time.